Welcome to Barretstown. Here amidst 500 acres of beautiful Irish countryside, we run a unique programme called Therapeutic Recreation. For us, Barretstown is serious business, but for these children, it's simply serious fun.
10 years ago, the actor Paul Newman brought something very special to Ireland. Applying the principles of his successful hole-in-the-wall club in America to a castle donated by the Irish state, he created Barretstown, a summer camp for seriously ill children and their parents. A decade on, the seed he planted has grown into something extraordinary.
Barretstown is good because here you can forget all about your illness and help people and feel the safe.
Barretstown's patron may have moved on, but he's always welcome here.
Paul Newman would love to live in that castle, I think. He does come over regularly. He founded the place, and that was in 1994. And he gave $2 million of his own money to start what we see here. But actually he doesn't fund us. We're funded almost entirely by voluntary contributions.
Between them, hundreds of generous companies and individuals have donated over €20 million to keep the dream alive. Every facility at Barretstown, every stick of furniture and piece of equipment is a gift.
So this is where it all begins for these children, right here in front of the castle, in front of the Red Door. For 10 whole days, they'll experience our unique programme. Come on with me through the door and I'll just show you a little taste of it. Built in the 12th century, Barretstown's been home to many people. Now it's home to our innovative programme.
The physical difference is that they kind of take off their hats and wigs and they look brighter and you can actually see, and you can see physically they're much more active.
Hey, let's read this card.
There's horse riding, canoeing, fishing, archery, there's everything. Like, any kid would want to go, you couldn't say no to it.
The kids that come to Barretstown stay for 10 days at a time and have their choice of every facility we offer, from outdoor adventure to creative expression, sports, games, drama, painting, acting, filmmaking and much more. Whether a child is writing a poem or climbing a tree, Barretstown staff are always close to hand.
Everybody's treated the same. It doesn't matter what you are, what you have, where you're from. You focus on your ability, not your disability, and every activity here on camp is altered to each kid.
I was scared that I'd be treated like I was a sick kid, but when I got here I found out that I wasn't treated like a sick kid, I was just treated like a young person having fun.
As you would expect, Paul Newman wanted a theatre here for the children that we serve. And wow, what a theatre we have. It seats 284 people, and here the kids can just relax, enjoy, and raise a little hell.
The parents don't pay anything towards the child coming here. And that's really important because it means that the children come here on the basis of the children who need to come here rather than anything to do with ability to pay. So Barretstown pays for all the costs, including the transport and all their costs while they're on site, completely free of charge to the families.
This is our music room. Everything you see here has been donated kindly by either individuals or organisations. Kids love music and they sure as hell love noise. What's the most popular instrument of all? The drums.
Like big brothers and sisters, Barretstown's specially trained volunteers, or CARAs, support and encourage each child to take on new challenges and succeed. Later, as they reflect on their experience, the children rediscover things that illness has made them forget. Things like confidence, freedom and self-esteem.
One of the things that children learn here is how to be independent and how to take responsibility for themselves. And I think part of the growth experience of being in camp are small things like that that they may not even recognize that they're doing.
Despite your illness or disability, everybody gets a chance to do a different challenge for themselves.
Going up in horses because they're really scared of horses, so they just be like, well, I'm in a wheelchair and I can't do it. I can't do things that other children can do. And you'd be like, yes, you can do it. And then they'd be in a horse and then you can just see their faces and they're just like so proud of themselves.
Barretstown made a huge difference to me. It really changed my whole outlook. It sent me home really happy.
Sometimes you just feel kind of down because you're sick and you're always in the hospital, but when you come here and you're around other sick kids and you're talking to them, and then you really build up your confidence a lot.
Picking up the nails,
What the kids experience at Barretstown is really the integral part of their care, and that's why doctors and medical professionals from around the world now recommend that the children come here. It has a really serious meaning for their ability to recover from their illness.
With the help of friends throughout Ireland, Barretstown has grown to include a fully equipped 24-hour medical centre with a specialist staff of doctors and paediatric nurses.
This is the waiting room of the medical centre, known to the kids as the med shed. On every arrival day, each child is checked in by a paediatric oncologist. A lot of the kids will come back here for some medication, but most of the time the kids just come back here to kidnap one of the 7 dwarfs.
The med shed is not just me as a physician. It's a commitment by Barretstown to have a first-class, well-equipped support unit, which not only includes physicians, but certainly nurses and administrators who are sensitive to both the psychological and the medical needs of children.
They're really friendly there, and you're literally just there for your medicines. You're not there to be tortured.
All the medical facilities are around, all the doctors, all the staff are well trained.
Our job is to stay in the background.
Totally unobtrusive. That's the big thing about it. You don't realise that they're...
And allow the kids to be children.
It's rehabilitation of children, but you don't have to speak about your illness, and it's great. There are other children who are ill, and you can talk if you want, and if you don't want to talk, you have a nice time here, and you can dance or play games. It's great.
Being sick, you miss a certain part in your childhood. Barretstown gives you that back.
At Barretstown, we talk, we laugh, we play. We make it possible for seriously ill children to rediscover a world beyond their illness, a world they all take with them when they leave.
It seems to have made them a little stronger, and they go home with more confidence in what they can do. And I've heard from many people that there's been notes from parents after the child has gone home just saying, I don't recognize my child. They just have so much confidence in themselves, and they don't cry so much anymore, or just minor differences, but at the same time huge differences in the life of a child and what they're going through at home. So that's pretty amazing stuff.
But the thing is, we don't do anything for the kids. It's the kids that build the confidence within themselves, and they just change, they really do.
So it's a great place to conquer fears and just whole new experience for everyone. It's absolutely wonderful.
What we do here is a remarkable part of the healing process. Paediatricians call it therapeutic recreation. At Barretstown, we have another name for it. We call it serious fun. Please help us to serve more children by making a donation. Thank you.
Always, if you have problems, it's good if you have somebody to talk to.